This is the video for how to add property lines onto our site plans. And the first thing is you want to close out of all your windows and get back to what you see on the screen right here, which is all your files, I guess is the best way to put it. And what you're going to do is the very first thing is you need to go to our student share folder and you need to go and find this file right here. It's called 2.3.7.a affordable homes site plan student Revit file. And you need to copy that. And you also need to copy a document, a Word document that should be there also. That's called Property Lines for P 2.3.1 point dash affordable housing design. You'll find this Word document. It should be located right with the other file. So you need both of those things. So mine's already been searched for. I'm going to click on it. When you do that, it's going to upgrade from a prior version. This was made with somewhere along Revit 2015, and we're quite a few years past that now. So it's going to take it a couple minutes once you once you click on it. So you're going from your H drive, you're going to click on it in your H drive. Don't click on it in the student share folder. Okay. So now we've got this file open, and we're going to go to massing and site. And in here is what is called property lines, and we're going to click on that. And now we're going to get two choices here: create by entering distances and bearings, and also create by sketching. Right now we're going to use entering distances and bearings. And this is where you need this Word document right here. As a matter of fact, I'll drag this over to the right, and then I'm going to take my, well, let's see, what happened to it? Hold on a second. I just set this up so that you can see both these things on the screen. You can actually print this copy out and then just have Revit in a full version. Okay, here we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter these values that are here in the table into these distance and bearings of this dialog box. So I'm going to put in 135 feet. The next thing is it's going to be going south. So I'll choose south. And the bearing is actually going to be 0 degrees. And then east-west, this is going to be changed to west, and type is line. Then I'm going to hit insert. And for some reason, I got that wrong up there. Yeah, double check these. 135 feet. Don't know what happened there. Okay, again, 135 feet. Where is it? Right there. And the second one is north. The bearing is 90 degrees. And we are going west again. Oops. West. And line. And then insert. And 135 feet. This is going to be north at 0 degrees and east. And I can type in this last line down here if I want, or I can type in add line to close, and you're going to notice that it puts in 135 north, 90 degrees, and east. And then I'm going to say OK. And now I can enlarge this up. Now, the property lines are attached to my cursor in the upper right-hand corner. And we're going to go and I'm going to zoom in up here. This is a alleyway up in here, or over here, sorry. This is an alleyway. This is Maple Street and North Street, and here's another alleyway down here. You can see it says Asphalt Alley. And this is also an asphalt alley. So I'm just going to zoom in on this, and I'm going to place this right on the alleyway line there and just below the concrete walkway. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to zoom in down here, and what I want to do is I want actually to get the vertical orientation. I'm going to use the align tool, and I'm going to align that to, whoops, I'm going to align that to that. And I think I goofed that up. Yeah, it looks like I did. So I'm going to use the align tool. I'm going to align that to that. There we go. And now I can lock that. Oh, actually, I don't want to lock that in place. So now I've got that aligned on the right-hand side and along on the bottom. Now, on to annotate. And I'm going to use the tag by category. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I have unchecked the word leader. And I'll just position it so we can see it. Now I'm going to go to all of these lines and I'm going to click on them. I'm just going to double check to make sure the word leader is not clicked on or highlighted, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's not so far. That's good. So what we need to do is put in what are called the setbacks. And setbacks are the way that the government tells you on a piece of property how close the building can be to the front, to the sides, and to the back. The town of Pendleton, I remember the setbacks being 25 feet on the sides, and the back is 10 feet, and the front edge is at least 25 feet. And that's what we're going to use for our setbacks here on our property. So we're going to go back to massing and site, and we're going to go to property line, but this time we're going to use create by sketching. Now, create by sketching. We're going to change here in our offsets. We're going to change this first one to 10 feet. And then I'm going to go into the project, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to pull this into the left. And that didn't work. What happened there? Let me undo that. I see where I screwed up. I have to use pick lines. And then my offset is 10 feet. So now when I click on this, it puts it to the inside. The next one is I'm going to do the other three lines at 25 feet. So I'm going to change the offset value here to 25. And my pick lines are still active. So I click on that one and that one and that one. And this is the location where we can put our house on this piece of property. So we're going to green check. And this is our building. Oh, it says property lines do not form a closed loop. Area will not be computed. I think I'm okay with that right now. I'm not worried about the area. Okay. So this is, like I said, where we can put our building. So I'm going to add the text that is shown in this Word document right here. I'll scroll down a little bit. I'm going to put in this 25-foot building line, 25, 25, and then this guy over here, which is a 10-foot building line. So we're going to change this. So there's a couple ways we can go about doing this. You can just add text if you want, or we'll use a new tool here. So I just clicked on the text that says 25-foot building line, and I'm going to go to copy. And now if I come here to the move tool, I can actually move this text down to here. And then I can use the rotate tool to spin this text around. And then again, I'll get to the corner that has the move thing on it. and copy that. And then I can highlight this guy and use copy again and just get a hold of the text and move it down here. And you, by the way, can use your arrow keys. See how it's highlighted? I can use my arrow keys to bring this down below. And I kind of like that. I'm going to bring this one down too. Makes it a little less confusing. It's not as congested. Probably should put it outside, come to think of it. So I just moving mine. Oops, wrong button. So I'll just move mine around here. Okay. And then this text over here on the right, I'm simply going to copy this one that's already rotated. And I can change this text. Instead of it being 25, I'll backspace a couple times and change that to 10 feet. Building line. Okay. Let's see if we can, oops, there we go. Oops. Okay, oh, I'm sorry. I'll put this right in the middle of this. That might look the best, come to think of it. Building line. Pretty indecisive here. Kind of like this one. Okay. So we're in pretty good shape here. I'm just going to hit save just to save this right now. And the next thing I got to do, and the last thing I got to do to the building site before I actually put the building on, is I need to add a north arrow. So I'm going to go to the Annotate tab again, and over here to the word symbol. And what you'll see, and by the way, that's a north arrow. I'm not really too much in love with that one. But what I want you to do is to use north arrow number 1. And we're going to put north arrow number 1 up here in this area. And I'll hit escape, get out of this. And then I'm going to add text. And I'm going to put text in here for north. And again, I can move the text with the arrow keys as soon as I actually get it highlighted. There we go. Just kind of center it up. And I think they actually capitalize this all the time. So yeah, let's capitalize it totally, all the way across the board. So there we go. Our house is ready to be put on to this plan.